So what is going on? Today we're going to be doing 5 more skills that you can beat a defender with 1 versus 1. Now these are skills that you're targeting straight at one defender if you've got loads of time, mainly on the wing. If you're trying to beat them left or right, these skills are going to help you beat your defender. The last video I did on this had 5 other skills. If you want to check them out, you can. It's on the screen right now. You can go check that one out. Just click it or go in the description and find it there. But we've got 5 new ones here for you guys to learn. So make sure you go and practice them in the garden with your friends at training, whatever you want to do. And then hopefully you can bring them out in a match. But yeah, let's get into it. So you'll notice in these videos I've been trying to teach you how to use a skill in certain positions against defenders or whatnot, but I like to teach you without no defender so you can see exactly how the skill's done. But use of cones can be quite helpful. Just label them out. So here's your defender right here. So if you're on your own saying you want to learn these skills but you've got no defender or someone to help you, there's your defender. And then this can be the gate or the bracket that you want to try and beat them in. Yeah, but you've got the cones here, that's your defender right here, and they're your gates to beat them with the skill. So if you want to go out left, then you go between this gate. If you're going to go out right, you go between this gate. And you want to try and do the skill before you reach the cone. So the first skill that we're going to learn today is the cannon. Now, I may have done this on my channel. If you've seen it, then great, perfect. But there's 2 different variations of the cannon, which I don't think I've talked about ever on this channel, of which direction you can go. Now the 2 variations are this. So the cannon is using both feet, using only the insides. So you're going right to left, or you're going left to right. The reason it's called the cannon, I believe it's quite an explosive skill, just like a cannon. If say you're right footed and you want to try and beat the defender on this side, say the defender set himself up with his left foot forward and he's trying to bait you in this way, you might want to try and go that direction. So with that, this skill would be used like this. So if he was trying to bait me that way and you're trying to go that way, you would go right to left and go around this side. So you can beat the defender, they have to turn around. If the defender set himself up and they're standing this side and they want you to go line and you're going to try and go inside, you could go right to left but go inside them. So you could drag the ball away and then around. So I'll do it a little bit faster pace so you can see how the cannon works. So as we're running in, I'm going to go line. It's 1, 2 like this, away. It's so fast when you're doing it full pace, it's so fast that the defender can't keep up with what's going on and they'll just stick a leg and hopefully you can get around that leg. If I was to go inside, medium pace, so I'm taking it, I drag it across and through this direction. Now you'll notice the difference between the 2. The first cannon is quite fast and it's bouncy, whereas the second variation, I'm dragging it across my body and then forward like that. It just depends where the defender sticks his leg or she sticks her leg. Say I was full pace, defender, I'm running up to defender, yes, and inside and gone, yeah? There's the first explosive variation. Then the second one, you're not running as fast when you're doing this one, but you can be. It's like a get out of jail free card kind of thing. If there's a defender poking at you, it's a nice one to get around them. So defender's poking his leg, dragging across and gone that way. So they're the 2 variations of cannon. Now I'm going to show you them against Brad and Brad's going to do it against me. Next skill now is the triple step over. Now we've done the single and the double quite a lot, but I've never really touched too much on the triple step over. So we're going to do that right now. Now the reason why it's so effective 1 versus 1, your defender will have no clue what is going on if you're doing 3 step overs at once. Now if you don't know what step overs look like, you should do if you like football and like skills and stuff, but if you don't, a step over is just like that around the ball. You're stepping around it, you're not stepping over it or too high around, you're stepping around it. Although it's called the step over, it kind of should be called the step around, but whatever you want to call it. Now if I was to do a triple step over, which is 3, it's just around, around and around. You'd obviously normally do this when the ball's moving to beat your defender, get down line, go inside, whatever it is, but example I'm using, I'll do it slow. So if I was kicking the ball in front of me, so it's 1, 2, 3, and then you're going out one direction. If you start with your right foot, you're going to end up going out with your left. So you'll see, I start with my right foot, then my left, then my right, and then I'm going to go out with my left foot. If I was to start with my left, left, right, left, and go out my right. So as you're approaching the player, it's one of them skills that could be used at any moment. You might have to change it last second. You might have to put an extra step over and do 4 of them, or you might have to cut one down and only do 2. But as I was approaching, it's 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going through the left side of the gate. Yeah, so I'll do it like medium pace now. So if I was running, I'm going to go out left. So around, 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 and then out like that. Very simple, but very, very effective. Like I say, the defender might run at you really fast, and you might not be able to get 3 step overs in, but you can change it by just doing 2. So say you don't have time, 1, 2, and then you're gone. Or the defender might really lay off you and then you might have to put another one in. So you might have to do 4. So it might be 1, 2, 3, 4 and then out. Yeah? So as long as you've got that variation in your locker, you can kind of do whatever you want in the game. Okay, so full pace now at the cones. So I'm running 1, 2, 3 and gone. Yeah? The quicker you do the skill isn't kind of important. It's about the technique and fooling your defender. If you do this, you run full pace and you're just like this, and you're not exaggerating anything, you're not going to beat the defender. You're getting the technique right, so every time you do a step over, you're fooling them, yeah? So you're really exaggerating it. When you know you're going to put in that last drop of the shoulder when you're doing the step over, that's when you really want to push down and fool the defender. So the first two I do might not be that exaggerated, but the last one will be. So as I'm running, 1, 2, and then 3. That's the exaggeration, and then that's how you fool the defender. So again, full pace. So I'm running, 1, 2, 3, and gone. So you'll notice how the cones are coming in quite effective. I'm kind of using the inside so I can show you properly on the camera. But like you say, you can go either way you want it to. But next skill, we've got the drag flick. Now it's one skill that I personally don't use a lot, but I see a lot of people using it. So I've kind of taught myself recently quite a bit to get used to it instead of using other skills. Now when I do a drag, I like to do like step overs with it, or I like to drag first, then cannon, stuff like that. But with the drag flick, it's very simple. It's simply just a drag and flick like that. Now it's hard to do walking pace, but it's just like that direction. If I was going my left, it'd be a drag flick with my left like that. Now again, it depends on what direction you want to go. If the defender's in front of you and you want to go line, you're dragging, flicking like that. Now again, practice all the skills with both feet. Very, very important. So in a game, you can use it each direction. So if it was your left foot, you're taking it, you're dragging it, and flicking out the other direction, just like that. I'll do it medium pace now. So medium pace, so I'm running at the defender, drag, flick, and gone. You don't have to push the ball too far in front of you. If you've only got a small gap, then you might have to put a couple touches after. It might be drag, flick, and then push out. If you've got space, say I had a lot more space, I was in the middle of the pitch, you can drag, flick like that, and then you're gone. And you hit the bar. Real size goal going, promise. But like I was saying, again, 2 variations. You can flick it like that, or you can just touch it. So you can just touch it and then take it out with your feet as well. That way is much more controlled, but the other way is much more like free. You can run onto the ball if you want to, if you've got more space. Full pace now. So I'm running, drag, flick, I'm gone. If I was running, I'm drag, flick, and I'm round. Alright, so the next skill, we've got the drag, step over, cannon. So it's a combination of skills for this one, but it's very, very effective 1 versus 1. Now, I've used this quite a lot in games. Again, I'm going to use the cones as the markers. So I'm going to show you the skill now. I'm going to break it down for you. So it's 2 different skills in one go. Like I say, it's a combo skill. So the first part, you're just dragging it out in front of you, but with a step over in. So just like that, that's the movement you're going to make, but we're going to put a step over in. So it's a drag and step over like that. That's the first skill, yeah? Drag, step over. Left foot would look like drag, step over. Simple, yeah? Then the next part is going to be the cannon straight after. So again, the cannon has 2 variations. So with that, you can kind of choose which direction you want to go. But for now, I'll just do 1. So we're dragging, step over, onto your left foot, cannon out, just like that. So again, left foot this time. So we're doing the drag, step over, cannon, like that. Now it might not look like I was going anywhere because I'm doing it walking pace, but you'll see when I do it on the cones that it makes a difference. Alright, so a bit more of a pace to it now. Take a touch out my feet, I'm drag, step over, cannon like that. And we're going through the left side. Very simple, but very, very effective. So if you want, just break the skills down and practice one individually. So drag, step over, just practice that. Drag, step over, 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 yeah? Get rhythm, just like that, and then work with it. That's the first part. Then just practice the cannon, which we've already done. So if you're following this tutorial, you should be able to do, but it's just the cannon like that. That's the second one. Just practice both feet. So left foot to right, right foot to left. And then once you've got both the skills, combine them. So when you practice both the skills individually, put them together. So drag, step over, cannon. Step yourself, drag, step over, cannon. Set yourself, drag, step over, cannon. Yeah, just practice it slow, get the right technique, and then do it properly in a game or in training. When you've done that, you can practice on your cones or a defender, whatever it is, and you can do it a little bit faster. Switch out your feet, drag, step over, cannon, and gone. So if you're taking it with your left foot, you're going to touch the cannon with your right foot. And if you're doing it with your right foot, you're going to touch it with your left foot. So left foot this time, touch out, drag, and gone. Yeah? Obviously you need a bit more space on this side. Again, practice on both feet, drag, step over left foot, and going out the other direction. So I know I like to do the skills where I get progressively harder throughout the video, but this is kind of one that it can be quite difficult to use in a game and choose when to use it, but it's a very, very basic, easy movement. It's just a little lift over the foot. So we're going to take this line for instance, yeah? This is just an example if you're on your own and you've only got little equipment. There it is right there. yeah? So you're 1 versus 1, someone's come to the line, the defender's set up just to the side of where this cone's at. So if you want to come around here, Brad, you just stand like there. So you'll see I'm set here, this is where the defender would be, and then the cones are where he would stick, or she would stick her leg out, like that. So it's a little example you can set up for yourself at home. You could use whatever you want, teddies, I don't know. But basically, that's where the leg's going to be stepping out for, or if they're putting the leg out like that, yeah? So he or she is defending against you like that. So you're 1 versus 1, you're on the line, say the player's coming up to you, and you're approaching them. One little skill, literally one movement, is that, yeah? And it sounds daft, but I've seen more skills used and work like that than any other skill. Just a little lift. It doesn't always have to be at the line, doesn't always have to be like that, but especially people like Neymar, I know a lot of you guys love Neymar, he uses this skill a lot. It's just a little lift. If he's stuck in possession, there's a player on him, just a little dink over the leg, and then it works perfect. Now you'll see better in the examples when me and Brad are defending against each other, but it doesn't always have to be a little chip either. It can be like a little jump. It could be like that, yeah? Just anything to lift the ball over will work. So I'll put a little bit of pace behind it now, so you can see exactly how it works. But say I'm approaching him or her, and there's a player on me, taking it, lift and gone. Yeah. So again, running in, I've stopped, defender on me, chip and gone line. Yeah. You can do it the other direction with the same foot or other foot. So you can do it with your left foot, dink over like that, or so as you're dragging it back, lift over and gone. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, turn that notification bell on, which will tell you exactly when I upload. And I know you guys don't always see the videos, and I get comments saying, oh, I missed this one, I missed this one. If you turn that notification bell on, then you're going to be able to get them as soon as they upload. If you've got any other comments, questions, anything like that, you can hit my Instagram, which is on the screen right now. Go check that out, it's also in the description. You can just search it on Instagram, go message me, I read all my DMs, and I try to reply to them as much as I can. So yeah. Also, don't forget, I am playing the charity match on the 31st, which is very important. If you guys want to get a ticket, you can do in the description. They're very cheap as well, it's for a great cause. The offside trust, all the description, everything that you need to know is all down there. But yeah, go check that out, and I will see you in the next video.